Let's have a quick look at how to use regular expressions in the filter fields of the MemoQ working grid. The first thing you need to do is go over to the gear wheel icon, click on it, and mark the checkbox that says Use Regex. Regex is just a short way of saying regular expressions. And then you go over to the field where you want to do the filters. You can filter in either the source field or the target field. In this particular case, I only have text in the source field. So let's go ahead and concentrate on that. I've got 12 segments here. And let's say I want to look for the word book. Well, I could simply type book in and hit return. But you notice that I get book where it appears as a subsegment. For example, in segment number 4, where it says, I don't want to see ebook. Well, here we are with ebook. We can see that. And you also see booking, for example, in segment 5. So clearly, our regular expression, which right now simply consists of the word book, is not good enough for getting at what we want to see. So let's go ahead and clear the filter by clicking on the magnifying glass with the X. And now all of our segments come back. And if we look at the text, we can see a number of segments that have the word book that were not captured by what we put in the filter field. For example, here in segment 8, we've got book capitalized. That was missed. And down in the last segment, we've got book written in kind of a crazy way with a mix of capital letters and lowercase letters. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work on our expression. So let's see where we can get with this now. So what did we have? We started off with book. So let's see what happens if we just put in a capital B. Right. Here we have it as a subsegment in Bookman. Okay, but we just want to see the word book by itself. So let's go ahead and clear the field again. And now we're going to use the regular expression command for word borders. Book. Okay, that's \B and then book. And let's see what that gives us. Okay, we didn't get ebook this time, right? It has all of the lowercase instances of book. Okay, here we have book in the same place as booking. Oh, it didn't segment there. Oh, well, let's fix this. There was a mistake in the source text, and because the word just wasn't capitalized, it didn't segment properly. So I'm going to press F2 and edit the source segment. Great. And then I will go over. I have to clear the field if I want to split the segment, because when I'm looking at a filtered view, split and join are disabled. Okay, now split segment is enabled, so I will place my cursor here and go up to the ribbon and click split. Okay, now we've got 13 segments, I believe. Let's check that. Yeah, 13 segments, right. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our word border, \B, and then this time I'm going to put in a little different expression. I'm going to put in a pick list, I guess that's what I'll call it, inside of square brackets with both capital B and small b. So this should be able to capture the capitalized instances. And OK. And now let's go ahead and hit return. Okay, we're doing pretty good, except notice we're still getting booking. Why is that? Okay, maybe it's because we're not putting a limit on the backside of our expression. So let's go ahead and add another \b. So that will basically look for whole words that end at the K. So booking that we see here and bookman that we see here should disappear. So let's go ahead and hit return and see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 segments displayed. And now we have 5. So it looks like by making the adaptations here of the alternative for capitalization, here the capital B, the vertical pipe character, which means or in regular expressions language, and the small b, so a capital B or a small b, followed by OOK, okay, and then the word has to end there. And by putting the \b in front of all that, there should be no characters except a space character or maybe some punctuation in front of the B's, and that, in fact, gives us the book that we wanted. Did I say that gave us what we wanted? Whoops. Actually, we're not done yet. Let me copy this expression here so that I don't have to repeat that typing. And let's clear the filter again. Okay. Now, if we look all the way at the bottom at our 13th segment, we have this funky book here with the mixed capitalization. So we're going to have to adapt the expression that we're using in order to capture that. So let me paste what I had back in here. There's a lot of different ways to solve this. I'm going to be a little bit lazy and sloppy and put in an expression that might capture some other things, but for this particular text, I don't think it's going to give me too many, if any, false positives. I'm going to edit this to put the brackets all the way around this. And I'm simply going to put in both capital and lowercase versions of all of the letters that I want. And I'm going to put in some curly brackets and put in a 4. Book has 4 letters. So what I've just told it to do here is to give me 4 instances from capital B, lowercase b, capital O, lowercase o, capital K, and lowercase k. Now, that can form other words, perhaps, but it's unlikely in this case. So let's see what that does for us. Yeah, now we've captured all the instances of books with a really crazy looking expression. There are, of course, other regular expressions that could capture all of our books. That's the interesting and the useful thing about this particular language. There are many different ways to approach a problem. There's not usually simply one solution.